Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. This isn't just a rumor. It's the kind of scoop that makes insiders sweat and fans hold their breath. Right now, in the hidden corridors of the Steelers' front office, a storm is brewing that could redefine the entire landscape of the league in 2026. Phones are ringing off the hook. Secret meetings are underway behind closed doors in UPMC Rooney Sports Complex, and every major power broker in the NFL is dialed in, waiting for the signal. My sources, tight as they are with league executives, just confirmed something so enormous, so explosive, that it's impossible to ignore, but here's the catch. They're not willing to say the name just yet, not publicly. Why? Because what's happening right now, as you listen, is nothing short of a clandestine chess match for a player who could become a franchise icon almost overnight. Let me paint the picture for you. The Steelers, a franchise with a rich history of defense, a team that's built on grit, stability, and a relentless pursuit of greatness, are on the verge of something unprecedented. Over the past few months, they've been scouring every corner of the NFL, every possible resource, trying to find that missing piece, that one player who can push their defense from good to legendary. You've seen what Pittsburgh has been missing. Sure, they've got solid veterans, a promising young core, but in the brutal AFC North, with rivals like Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland aggressively retooling, they know they need a game changer. Someone who can come in and immediately elevate the entire unit, someone with that elite pass rush ability, the kind of instinctive ferocity that strikes fear into quarterbacks and disrupts offenses at every snap. And folks, the chaos in their offices right now, unprecedented. Top executives are flying in on private jets, encrypted calls are flying back and forth, strategic plans are being laid out in complete secrecy. Every move is measured, every dollar allocated with surgical precision. The odds of this happening right now are approaching 100%. This is the moment the Steelers have been secretly preparing for. And I can tell you that, behind the curtain, negotiations are already heating up with a player who, until a few hours ago, was considered a game day mystery. Now I can tell you this, the player in question is one of the hottest commodities in the NFL, a true star whose name is about to become the talk of the league. But I'm not saying it yet. Patience. Why? Because what I've uncovered here isn't just about one player. It's about a seismic shift, a move that could alter the entire balance of power in the AFC. The Steelers, fresh from a coaching change, have just made a bold statement. They're not here to compete, they're here to dominate. The question is, who is this mysterious star? Who is the player that the Steelers see as their future, the missing link between a talented defense and a championship contender? Well, stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal is nothing short of groundbreaking. The setup to this story is as intense as the action on the field. Pittsburgh in 2026, a franchise under new leadership led by Mike McCarthy, a coach with Super Bowl pedigree, fresh from his tumultuous but successful stints with the Packers and Cowboys, is now in full rebuild mode. The organization recognizes that to reach the next level they need a cornerstone, an elite pass rusher, a disruptive force who can finally give Alex Highsmith, T.J. Watt's potential successor, the help he desperately needs. Think about it. Last season, T.J. Watt did his usual spectacular thing, 15.5 sacks, but the team's overall pass rush was inconsistent. They've tried to patch the line, draft well, sign veterans, but something was missing. That something is that elite, game-changing talent. Sources confirm that since the coaching change, the Steelers' brass have been covertly exploring every avenue. They've held private meetings with NFL's top agents, sent scouts across college and pro ranks, and even sent emissaries on covert visits to NFL practice facilities. Behind the scenes, they've studied film, analyzed metrics, and run projections on players who could be the difference maker. And then, in a flash, they found HIM. That's when the phones started ringing off the hook. Now I can reveal with absolute certainty I'm talking about Byron Young. Yes, Byron Young, the 25-year-old defensive superstar who has been making waves across the league since his breakout season in Los Angeles in 2025. When I say breakout, I mean it. This guy is a pure dynamo. Over 17 games last season, Young racked up an eye-popping 82 tackles, including 45 solo stops. He led the Rams with 12 sacks, a number that places him squarely in the league's top tier. Not only that, he forced a crucial fumble, displayed elite athleticism, and was named NFC Defensive Player of the Month in September, a sign that his dominance is no fluke, but a true sign of things to come. His game, it's electric. Byron Young is a pass-rush specialist with football in his veins. He recorded a blazing 4.43-second 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, making him one of the fastest edge rushers in the league. His explosiveness off the line makes offensive tackles tremble, his quick hands dismantle blocks, and his relentless motor means he's constantly in the backfield. When you watch his tape, it's like seeing a predator hunting, fluid, fierce, unstoppable. Versatile too, he can line up inside or outside, create pressure from multiple angles, and collapse pockets with surgical precision. The numbers don't lie, 12 sacks in a single season, and that was just the start. The way he played, the way he attacked, it's clear this guy is destined for stardom, and now the Steelers want him. And get this, his market value? Outrageous. Signed just in July 2023 on a 4-year, $5.56 million deal with the Rams, Byron is now a hot commodity, an unrestricted free agent in the middle of the most talented edge class in years. Multiple NFL teams, including the Jaguars, Seahawks, and now the Steelers, have been vying for his signature. Over 11 top 30 visits, his potential has been the talk of every agent and GM. Experts project him as a day 1 or early day 2 signing, a true difference maker, and someone who can transform a defense overnight. But why him? Because Byron Young is the perfect fit for Pittsburgh's blueprint. The Steelers have long been defined by their relentless, suffocating defense. They need an elite, disruptive force, a player who can accelerate the pass rush, create turnovers, and rally the entire unit. Byron's athleticism and production fit the bill perfectly. Plus, at just 25, he's entering his prime, a rare commodity in free agency. Bringing him into the fold would immediately bolster their front seven, pushing the entire team to the next level and sending a resounding message across the league. The Steelers are back with a vengeance. Now, behind the scenes, the whispers are louder than ever. NFL insiders with direct contacts tell me that the interest from the Steelers is mutual and serious, and that the talks are being accelerated in ways we've never seen. Some rival teams are trying to block this deal, offering lucrative contracts or trade packages to other players or teams to disrupt the flow. But Pittsburgh has a master plan. Their GM, Omar Khan, a genius operating in the shadows, knows exactly what he's doing. He's calculated, meticulous, and willing to put every dollar, every asset into making Byron Young the cornerstone of their defense. Sources close to the negotiations say the Steelers are prepared to make a bold push, top dollar, one executive whispered. The deal could include significant signing bonuses, performance incentives, and even some insane bonus clauses based on sacks and tackles. They see him as not just a player, but a franchise-changing piece. And the emotional reaction from McCarthy, off the charts. As he steps into his first offseason as head coach of the Steelers, the buzz is unreal. The possibility of Byron Young donning black and gold has every player, every coach, and every fan on edge. But wait, it gets crazier. The financial implications, they're strategic. Byron's potential price tag, expected to be around $18 million per year, a hefty investment, but absolutely worth it for a player of his caliber. The Steelers are prepared to clear cap space, releasing a few older veterans and restructuring contracts to fit him in. This isn't just a signing, it's a statement. We're here to win now, and Byron Young is the man to lead that charge. The scheme fit, perfect. Byron Young thrives in a 3-4 defense, with a phenomenal ability to rush the passer from the outside and collapse the pocket from the inside. His athleticism complements Highsmith's speed, Watt's relentless power, and the entire defense's blueprint. Projected next season, he could rack up 12-15 sacks outright, push for Pro Bowl honors, and become a household name in Pittsburgh. What about the ripple effects? Well, this move could trigger a wave of roster adjustments. Some veterans might be shown the door, young players promoted, and the entire defensive philosophy recalibrated around this new, ferocious edge. Other teams are watching in shock. The Steelers are making a statement. This franchise is serious about reclaiming dominance. And the media, they're already salivating. The NFL's top analysts are calling this the most significant defensive move of 2026, a true blockbuster. Fans across social media are already speculating, creating memes, and hyping up Byron Young as the future of Pittsburgh's defense. Meanwhile, TV networks have begun preparing massive commercials, billboards, and online campaigns celebrating the return of a team with a new superstar leading the charge. The next 48 hours, critical. Major negotiations are underway, and every minute counts. The Steelers hold all the cards, but rivals are circling, trying to steal him away. The league's best agents and executives are on edge, waiting to see which way he will go. And if this deal happens, it will rewrite NFL history. So I ask you, are you ready? Ready to witness one of the most explosive, game-changing moves in recent history? Because this isn't just about Byron Young. It's about a franchise that's about to make a statement, about a defense that's about to become legendary, and about a future where Pittsburgh once again rules the league. Stay locked in because this story is far from over, and I promise you, what's coming next will be unforgettable. Remember this moment, because when we look back at 2026, we'll know precisely where it all started, with a move so bold, so audacious, that the NFL itself will never be the same. Buckle up, Steelers Nation, because your team is on the brink of something epic. And I'll be right here in the middle of it, revealing every secret, every twist, and every jaw-dropping detail as we go. Because this is what insiders do, bringing you the truth before everyone else even hears the whispers. The future is now, and it's happening in Pittsburgh.